Welcome back to the Euro Journeyman. We are on Club 2, Episode 3, I guess you could call it. So we had our introductory to the club. Last episode was a transfer special, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it because the club has... we've had a big overturn. As you can see, the first team is down to just 20 players now. And if we look at the transfer history, just to give you an overview, 19 players have left the club on free transfers, on paid transfers, sorry. 4 players have joined on paid transfers. In terms of free transfers, we signed 5, most of them going down into the youth team, the second team, and then 3 players have gone out on loan. So overall, quite a lot have left, and we've made quite a bit of money. We've actually made profit. We've still got transfers in the pipeline, as we mentioned at the end of last episode, so there might be a couple more deals that get done in this episode. We've still got money to spend, which is really good, but it puts us in a great position now. I think if we look at the media prediction, we were second before we started anything. We're still second now, so we're still expected to be in a title challenge. And this is the team we're going with for the first game. So we play 2 games today, and Vidjar is our first opponent, who, if we take a look back at the media prediction, we'll get a sense of whereabouts they are. They are expected to be about 8th, so a decent mid-table sides. This will be a good test for us, but aside, we should be beaten. And this is the team we're going with, our first 11 in charge of the club. Obviously, there's question marks over who's going to be in the best positions. We're still missing probably a couple positions, but I think for now, this is the best side we can put out there. It's quite attacking, so we might need to bring that back. Don't forget, this is obviously a new team, so it's going to take a little while to gel. It's obviously going to take a little while for the lads to get used to my tactic. But this is the team we're going with. We've got Ofslowski in goal, Jan Ofslowski. A right back of Bohandovic is a youngster. We definitely need another right back. We've got a centre back partnership of Jimmy Haruna and Bartolomeu Bujala, who both look really good. Then got left back Simon Tazar. We then got a midfield partnership of Udo Ledwidge, who just signed this season, and Polosia, who is a young Polish, well, not that young, but 24-year-old Polish, sort of a number 10, but we'll sort of reimagine him as a centre mid. Then we've got Goran Kual on the right-hand side. He's actually more of an out-and-out striker, but he's playing on the right. We've then got Ibrahimov, again, who we brought in from BAIK as our left back. Jose Luis Santiago making his debut up front, along with Bradley Baxter, who is, again, is he an out-and-out striker? We're not sure. So we may judge these. We might move it to something like this. We don't know. I mean, we've got 4 good attacking players in good positions. We've then got Harrison on the bench, who's our backup keeper, joined us from BAIK. Stephen Dunn joined on a free in the summer. Back, who's already at the club, lots of potential. Definitely want to get him involved. Zubek, another one, quick, good off the bench with some potential. Nemeth, who's a good player to play on either side, and then Rosic, who could play either side as well as up front as well. So we've got a few options there. We've still got some more players we're trying to leave the club and sell on, but I think we are in a good position. I'm just going to let the assistant do the numbers. I don't care. Well, Harrison is not number 1, so we'll sort that out straight away. Ozlovsky is our number 1. Right, I'm going to sort the numbers out because I hate the way the AI do it. I'll be back once the numbers are sorted. Right, numbers aside, I've went through, gave everyone a good number. So there we are in a position now to play our first game and hopefully get off to a winning start. But like I say, it may take a little bit. It might take a little bit for things to adjust. But yeah, our first game in charge. I didn't realise our bench was so big in the league, which is really good. It really makes the registration rules a bit of a joke because you can certainly just leave 3 off the bench. This is our first opponent, and we are away from home, but we'll just double check everything is as we expect it. Key highlight, yeah, that's all looks pretty good. So yeah, we've got a little bit of an attacking side, but I think this will do well. Ledwidge, I'm a little bit worried we don't maybe have enough ball winners in the midfield. That could be an option, and I'm also worried we don't really have any sort of big players up front as an attacking outlet. Now, don't forget we've got plenty of players in the B teams as well who can definitely make an impact if we need to use them off the bench. I think there's a shout for now, whilst we are a little bit light in terms of numbers, to bring them off. But Jose Luis Santiago is our first goal scorer for Lech Poznan, and it's a familiar assister. It's Ibrahimov on his debut, joins for the big money, and he's assisted already. Santiago is someone we identified from FC Andorra. He's got a lot of potential. He's quick. You can get him behind, and he's just applied a great finish there. 17 for composure is a really good stat, by the way. So he's definitely going to be one of our strikers this year, and he looked really well composed there. Looks like a good start. We are off to with. Like I say, we haven't had as much of the ball, but when we do get it, we do seem to be a bit dangerous. Could be that we need more of a ball winner in midfield. But so far, so good. 1-0 to us. And then the right back, who is very much playing for a place in the side. He's definitely going to be within the team, but it's about whether he can really be a key player. Garan Kuol, who is someone who's absolutely been out of favour at the club. Well, he does well there. He drives forward. He did lose the ball in the end, but luck favours the brave. And Bradley Baxter gets on the end of it to make it 2-0. And one thing I think we've got is a really very quick attacking four that can catch any team on the counter. I think we're going to be really dangerous with balls in behind, and Garan Kuol is going to be part of that, and that's why I wanted him in the team. But the other team coming forward, trying to get themselves a goal back before the game gets too far away from them. It's blocked. It's come back out though, and on the rebound, unfortunately, Ozlowski couldn't really do too much about that one. Olszewski couldn't do much about that one. It's 2-1. But as you know, if you're familiar with us, we are prone to conceding a goal because we attack so much. So it could be obviously we do need probably a better ball winner in midfield. I think we've got two really attacking players. We've got kind of a winger and a number 10 playing in our centre mid. So there is obviously options on there. And we are still, like I say, a work in progress. It's going to take a little bit. But that's a ball over the top. And everyone else played the onside trap except the right back. So not that's that experience there. He let him in, but it was a good save from Olszewski to keep it out, because we don't want to go level in the first half. We've had a good start to the game. I would like to see us get on the ball a little bit more. I think the possession is slightly worrying that we are struggling a little bit. Not a great half from Garan Kuol. The centre-backs probably could have done a little bit better as well, but still 2-1 to us. And we do look like we're going to create quite a bit, and we do look like we're going to be good goal scorers as well. But I still think we probably need like a big out-and-out striker. I think maybe Baxter will be better on the right-hand side. I do want to try Garan Kuol this year. I know he's not like usually I would never like just trust a player who doesn't show as good of a rating and looking at but I've had him in games of FMs previously, and he's always been really good for me, and I like his pace. I like everything he's about, and I think I can get more out of him. Here is Garan Kuol, who slides it in, and it's a debut goal for Amir Ibragimov. And it is assist for Garan Kuol, who once again got in behind, showed that pace. He kind of made the second goal as well. I know he didn't get the assist for it, but Ibragimov gets on the end of it. It's a goal and an assist for Amir Ibragimov on his debut. And now Bradley Baxter stands over the corner, floats one in, left by everyone, and Haruna really could have got that on target, would have made it 4-1. But we are looking good this game. We do look slightly, like I said, slightly sus in midfield maybe. But honestly, the right back, for someone who's, like I say, a youngster, has done quite well. I'm going to take him off because he is on a yellow card, and I don't want him getting sent off. So Stephen Dunn, who is more of a centre-back, is going to come on for his debut. He is kind of covering right back, left back, everything really. He's just going to be, look at him, he's a big unit. He's a big boy who could definitely be useful from set pieces. But we are still in the market for a centre mid. We're still in the market for a right back as well. So those are two positions I think when we look at today, we can see we're a little bit lax on. But some decent covering from us, but we allow it in. But Olszewski does well to read it. And the good thing is we've come in and signed a backup keeper, and both keepers are probably good enough to start. So I think we're in a good position goalkeeper-wise. Centre-backs I'm happy with. I know they've not had the best game today, but I think they're both good. Ibragimov has ran himself ragged. He's going to come off for Nemeth. We're going to bring Nemeth on. I'm also going to bring Zubek on for Garan Kuol as well, because he's a youngster. Plenty of pace as well on Zubek, so he's going to be another one who can get in behind. But both goals for the front two, you love to see it. We probably need like I say, another centre mid. So back's going to come on for Palokia. Again, he's a youngster with lots of potential, so I want to get him on as much as possible. And he's a more defensive-minded centre mid as well. So when we are leading games, needing to hold on to it, he's probably a good player to bring on to look to for those moments. But definitely a dominating game. And it looks like it's going to be a winning start in charge, which is brilliant. Our goal, of course, is to try and win the league this year. And at the very least, we need to be in a challenge for it. But I think with a media prediction of second, there's really no reason why we can't go and win the league. We haven't won a top league yet. We never won it in Sweden. So hopefully we can do it in Poland. But we have had a good start. And I'm very impressed with the boys that I've seen. So a good start, a winning start. Let's go on to the next game. Before we get into our second game, we've got some more transfers to go over. In terms of players that have left, Fabian Feiner has left the club, the backup centre-back, who's went to Lorient for 550k, so actually made a profit on him. Adamski, another one of the youngsters who came in for a little bit of money last year, played for the B team. He went off to Turkey for some money. Krajewski, another one, came in for a bit of money, left for a little bit of money. So small fees there, nothing to worry about. And then Milanese, who was the centre mid, obviously signed for 1.3 million from Hungary. He's went to Angers in France for 825k. So a bit of money made there. But we have signed two players that we were after. The first one is Dennis Grenum. He is a Swedish 21-year-old centre mid. He can also, centre back, can also play centre mid. He's going to be a good player once he gets in. He's got loads of potential, and he's already 3.5 stars of current ability from Gothenburg. 2.5 mil up front, 2.5 on a year's instalment. Similar to, well, the exact same financial deal for Edoardo Minardi, 23-year-old Italian, 3.5 stars of current ability, 4-star potential on a deal till 2037. Came through at Milan's academy, spent last year on loan at Dusseldorf in the Bundesliga, has played a few games here and there for the A side, but mostly just for the B team. Joins for 2.5 million up front, 2.5 million on instalments, and he comes straight into the lineup. Unfortunately, Grenholm joined injured, so he's going to be out. Dunn also picked up an injury, so he's going to be out for 6 to 7 weeks. So we are a little bit light in terms of defensive options, but this is the team we're going with, and it's the same side that played the first game. The only difference is Minardi comes in. The rest of the team remains the same. Plakosia then obviously drops to the bench, but we're not settled on that. Again, I'm not sure if Ledwidge is the answer at centre mid. We may go for Plakosia there and then move him potentially on the wing. I'm just thinking Ledwidge is maybe not quick enough to really be a winger. So he may be one we look back and think, why did we sign him? But there we go. I've also brought Pino into the starting lineup just because he's big. I want to give him a chance, throw him up front with 17 jump and reach, the 6'6" striker. I just think we are lacking probably a physical presence up front. So someone like that can come in and probably do a decent job of it, hopefully, if we bring him on. But Lekia in our second game, we won the first one, which is brilliant. Hopefully we can follow that up with another win. Back-to-back wins would feel really good. Again, we've got some more players in the B team if we do want to bring them up into the starting lineup. But we're going up with, I like a smaller squad. I don't want to take away players from the B team when they can be playing games and just sitting on our bench doing nothing. I'd rather they were there playing games, and then when we've got injuries or what have you, we can bring them up if need be. I don't think we're the finished article just yet. Obviously, we've only had one window with the boys. We still need a really good right back. We still, that is poor from Minardi on his first touch. We definitely need probably a really good striker as well. But here is the right back who, like I say, was pretty decent in the first game, but unfortunately had to get hooked from a yellow card. But he will play the full game today. And again, he's got loads of potential. So if he improves, he could make that position his own if he actually improves. But a decent effort from Santiago. Tried to play it along to Baxter, but unfortunately just couldn't find the finish. But yeah, Garankuwal is probably the one who should be looking over his shoulder the most, though he did have a decent first game, especially the second half at least. He's of everyone there, he's got the least current ability, so he's definitely the one who could potentially leave. But I do like Garankuwal. Like I say, he's a prep project for me a little bit. But a ball over the top. Really, really poor defending from number 2, Haruna, just watching it go over. Or was it Bajula? Sorry, Bajula just watching it go over himself. But thankfully unpunished, as the striker did drag his effort wide. They do seem to be slightly uncomfortable playing this higher line, these two centre-backs, so could be one where, Grenholm, the new boy, could come in for one of these two. Obviously, Haruna is quite a physical presence, maybe not the quick. I mean, neither of them are the quickest centre backs, to be fair, but I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of see. But Garang Kuol played through, and my faith in the man has been repaid as the right back slides a lovely ball into Garang Kuol, who, like I say, joined the club. He has just been out of favour, and now he's got a goal and an assist in his first 2 games. I think we're going to get the best out of him. I think there's a player there yet. I mean, if you just look at him physically, he's unreal. He's so quick, and his technicals are really not that bad. If you're just asking him to get on the end of stuff, cross things in, try and finish, he's really not too bad. Again, I don't really know if Baxter is an out-and-out striker, so that's where I think we're slightly weak. But I think the good thing is we've got so many good options. We can try different things, which is going to be useful. But obviously these are channel forwards as well. They're not necessarily old school number 9s. They do come out wide. The wingers do come inside sometimes. So it's a fairly fluid front 4. Free kick from Lekia over the bar. And this is obviously our first game in front of the home fans. And the good thing is we've obviously spent a lot, but we've done so by getting rid of so many players. We've made so much profit just by selling like players for 500k, 700k, and then we sold all them clauses. And don't forget, we've got more clauses we can sell as well if need be. Effort from distance, easy enough for Olszewski to collect. What I'm sort of finding from the right back so far is he's good enough going forward, good enough with the ball at his feet, but perhaps maybe not the best defender. But Baxter looks to have picked up a bit of a knock, which is not ideal. So I'm actually going to bring Garang Kuol up front. And then I'm going to bring... I'm actually going to go... No, we'll keep Ledwig. I mean, Ledwig doesn't seem to be doing that well on the right. We'll bring him to his favoured position, which is on the right. And then I'm going to bring Palokia on. So we're going to make a few changes like that. Garang Kuol getting his first chance up front as well. He did well enough for the first goal, so maybe you can do something for this one as well. But yeah, Ledwig maybe isn't going to be a centre mid. I guess we can just kind of try him out. We didn't pay too much for him, so if he doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. But he's still got, he's still young. He's still got chance to improve. And like I say, he might be better off on the right-hand side. And here he is on the right-hand side, plays a decent square ball in. But Trezar's there, and his effort is just wide of the post. I do think a left-back is another one. I think we kind of just looked at Tezar and go, you know what, there's other pressing positions for this transfer window, but I do think in the next window, at least the next summer window, next season basically, we will look at that and think, yeah, could we improve on him? And I do think the answer is probably yes. Jose Luis Santiago into Ledwig, lovely little move to Palokia, who's got options if he can turn. He doesn't. He's fouled in the box, it looked like, but nothing given. And now Lekia trying to catch us on the counter. That's Ledwig, and the right back covering in defence, and they do just enough to bring him down. And that should be the end of the half. But not been as good of a half maybe as we'd had last game, but we've probably been slightly defensively more sound, but maybe not created quite as much. But 1-0 up at the half. We don't look too in danger of losing this game. So if we can make it 2 wins out of 2 while we're still trying to find everyone's best position, I think that's an ideal first 2 games in charge. 2 wins out of 2 would definitely not upset me. Obviously, some of these boys are still going to have to be learning Polish as well, which once they've got that language courses down them and they're more comfortable in the squad, they'll definitely start to do a little bit better. But Baxter obviously off. We are lacking probably a real striker. Ledwig just doesn't seem to be cooking. So I'm going to bring Zubek on, who is much quicker, because Ledwig obviously isn't the quickest. Zubek is pretty quick, so he's going to come on the right-hand side for 30 minutes to try and show what he can do. Because again, we've got lots of players who can affect the game, but not really seen too much from basically any of the attackers. Not really seen much from Ibrahimov or Santiago, but they all seem to be on decent ratings, but just perhaps not the highest of ratings. With 15 minutes left, I'm going to make a few changes. I'm going to bring Pino on for his debut. He's going to come on for Garang Kuol, and then I'm also going to bring Rosic on the left-hand side for Abragamov because he is a little bit older. I want to see what he can do. So Pino comes on for his debut. Let's see if we can get a ball in the air to the 6'6" man and hopefully see if he can finish it off. That would be something special. I just want to see a highlight with him in the game because he's another one that I just want to see play. He just excites me being a big striker. I mean, look at him. He's an absolute unit, is Pino. You don't really get massive Brazilian. Like maybe Thiago, I guess is the only one, but you don't really get like a big Brazilian all that often, not like a really tall one. But Leckie coming forward, I mean, if they had been maybe slightly better in attack, we might have been a little bit under the cosh. We will make. Can we make one more change? Have we got another sub in us? No, we don't. We've used all our subs, so we'll leave it there. But just a 1-0 result at the minute, and I guess we kind of just need to hold on to it. But they've mostly just had their efforts off target, and it's going to be a Garankuol goal that's going to potentially be the difference in the right back, actually the one with the assist as well. So you love to see it. Ball over to Haruna, who does well to control it, plays it off to the right back to Haruna, into Minardi. Not seen too much from him, who pretty calmly, with a lot of men bearing down on him, does well. Ball over the top to Pino. He's controlled it all the way back to Tezar. Oh, it's a debut assist for Pino, and it's a goal for Tezar. Two players who really don't look like star players in the side, Garankuol and Tezar, both get the goals, and that was good work from Pino. I wasn't expecting him to be doing that sort of stuff, but a debut and an assist for Pino. It's a 2-0 win. It's a clean sheet as well, which definitely feels a lot better. But yeah, I think some of that maybe was because of their poor finishing. He's going to go. We'll just get that one done while we're here. Baxter's only got a little bit of an injury. So yeah, good start. 2 wins from 2. Like I say, we're still figuring out exactly what's going to be the best side. But I think we are getting closer to it. So we won't go too far ahead because, like I say, it's a new club. So I think we'll play maybe these 4 games. We'll come back for Slash and Cracovia, sort of end of August, and then we'll kind of see where we are there. So 4 games to play off camera. We'll be back for the last 2 in August. And hopefully all of the sort of transfer stuff should be wrapped up by then as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.